What's up, everybody? It is your favorite realtor out there, Justin Gannon, number one in your playbook, number one in your hearts. And this is my first video where I'm going to be talking about sports and sports business in Las Vegas. I'm hoping to make this a weekly thing, and the reason why is I really enjoy the business aspects of sports. Now, you might be asking, what does that have to do with real estate? Well, sports does a lot for a community, and this is my belief. You can look around, you can see how the Golden Knights have brought this city together. The city of Las Vegas, people who deeply care about this city, who never had something they could cheer for, are all wearing the jerseys, are all wearing the t-shirts, are all going to the games. You have the Raiders coming into town. Economically, sports can help drive tourism, and they can drive jobs. And I think it's just in general, it's just a fascinating thing to talk about. Now, I'm not going to be discussing like who won last night's game or scores of that nature. I'm more discussing the business side, and frankly, I just like talking about it. So I want to just kind of put it out there, hopefully on a weekly basis. If you like the video, great. If you don't, that's okay. It's more about opportunity for me just to kind of talk about it a little bit more and just kind of talk about an area that I used to work in. A little bit about my background before I did do real estate. I was working in professional sports here in Las Vegas. I worked for the Outlaws, the Wranglers, the Mountain West Conference, Top Golf. Kind of did a lot of different things. Had my hands here and there. Helped out with some other events at the Orleans Arena. I've had my hands almost in every type of sport that's available in Las Vegas. And so as more things are getting announced and areas of Las Vegas are continuing to grow, it's just fun to sit back and just kind of talk about, something that you also enjoy. So I'm going to hit off 5 topics today that were brought up this week, just a couple days ago, and dive right into them. The first one, which is the biggest one, is obviously the potential relocation of the Oakland Athletics. Now, how is this different than a couple of years ago? This time, Major League Baseball actually came out and told Oakland, hey, you need to start looking at relocating because you can't get a stadium done. Everyone's asking, do you think a stadium will get built in Las Vegas? And this is what I say. First of all, let's look at Oakland actually leaving Oakland. I think that will happen, and this is why. The city of Oakland did not keep the Golden State Warriors at their peak. Now, this isn't Golden State Warriors from 15, 20 years ago when they're the worst team in the NBA. This is multiple-time NBA champions with Steph Curry selling out every single game. They lost him to San Francisco. They lost the Raiders. They lost an NFL team. We all know how powerful the NFL is. And now the NFL team also shared the stadium with the Athletics. So you're at baseball, who is not the most popular sport in America right now, trying to get a new stadium in a city that did not keep the 2 most popular teams. It's really hard for me to believe that they're going to stay in Oakland. Will they come to Las Vegas? I hope so, and I think they will. The other cities that I've mentioned, Portland, Charlotte, Nashville, Vancouver, Montreal, I think they could potentially get an expansion team at some point. I think when it comes to relocation, it's a little bit different because you have an actual owner that already exists and they get to choose where they want to move the team, obviously after getting voted on. They're going to look at the huge success of the Knights and the Raiders. I believe are going to sell out every single game. Obviously, they've already have sold out. I think there'll be a monster success here, and I think they're going to join them here. I'm a little shocked that basketball might be the last sport here, considering that Las Vegas is an NBA town. But here we are, and I believe we're going to get baseball. Now, where's that stadium going to be built? That's the big $1 million question. All I can say is I hope they don't mess it up. And this is what I mean when I say that. In baseball, you often see stadiums built or were built in downtown areas. The reasoning why is you have a large central people that can walk to games. Mind you, you have 81 home games, I believe it is. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Maybe it's 82. I think it's 81 home games. So you need to drive 35,000 people, 82 games a year. And you look across Major League Baseball at every stadium, almost nobody's doing that. And so you really need that walk-up traffic. And the other thing is just centrally located. When you're downtown areas, you're centrally located. The majority of people that live in an area. You have some cities, Tampa Bay, where I'm from, where the Rays are not downtown Tampa. They're in St. Petersburg, really far away. The Atlanta Braves moved theirs from downtown. And I don't believe it's the right thing to do for baseball. I think baseball is meant to be played downtown. So looking at Las Vegas, where should the stadium be built? With that said, we don't have a true downtown, but I believe the stadium needs to be built within walking distance to the Las Vegas Strip. And the reason why, again, you have 81 home games that needs to get filled. The Las Vegas Strip is extremely easy to get to, from anywhere in Las Vegas, wherever you live. So 20, 25 minutes tops. And we all know the back roads. I can get in and out of T-Mobile Arena in 15, 20 minutes. It's the easiest arena I've ever been to. And as long as they built it that way, then we're fine. So where should the stadium get built? Again, it should be near the Strip. I don't know the exact site. I know for a fact they've looked at the Rio before, but the Rio has since been sold. I know for a fact they've looked at potentially the Wild West area. I believe that was just sold. So there's plots of land at the Rock and Rio site, which would be great because the monorail goes to Sahara. There's land near Tropicana. There's land near MGM Grand. And I believe it can be done. My fear is that they build it where the NFL stadium should have been. The NFL stadium should have been South 15, near the M Resort or near St. Rose, where all that massive amount of land is there. Football stadiums can be built farther away because they only drive 8 games a year, and 65,000 people are going to an area where you might not want them all in downtown. You look at Arizona as the best example. This football stadium's in Glendale, no issues. The hockey team is in Glendale, big issues. 40 games a year, really far away. So I believe the football stadium should be there and the baseball stadium should be near the Strip. My fear is they build the baseball stadium out there. Tourists that are on the Strip that want to go to a game, they're going to have to take an Uber or a taxi, and they might not want to. And it's not far. That's the thing. Las Vegas is one of the smallest cities out there. You can drive across the whole valley in 25 minutes. But people's perception will be that it's far. So as long as they don't mess it up, build it near the Strip. Build it and they will come, as they say. And I believe that the Oakland Athletics or a Major League Baseball team will be here within the next 5 to 10 years. Now, that was a deep dive discussion. The other 4 topics I want to hit really fast here that I thought were really awesome this week. One, Mark Davis is the owner now of the Las Vegas Aces. He announced that they're going to be doing 2,000 tickets per game, which I think is too little. I don't know why it's only 2,000, but it's going to be all the season ticket holders who paid for the tickets already, and he's giving it to them for free, full refunds. I think that is amazing. As a new owner, you are trying to establish yourself in the market. The Las Vegas Aces have already done a great job. Please go to a game if you've never been to one. They renovated Mandalay Bay, brand new seats, brand new video screen comes down from the middle, cool party area. It's amazing experience. It definitely makes watching WNBA better in person than it is on TV, in my opinion. I've been to a few games. I tend to go to some more. I thought that's really awesome what Mark Davis is doing out there. Arena football is coming back to Las Vegas. I used to work in arena football just for a short time period out here when they played at Thomas & Mack. But the Las Vegas Golden Knights, when I say Las Vegas Golden Knights, the Vegas Golden Knights and Bill Foley are buying a team from the Indoor Football League, which has taken over the AFL as the premier arena league in the United States. And they're putting a team at their new Dollar Loan Center, which is the arena in Henderson. I joke around, it should be called the Dollar Loan Center or the Dollar Loan Center Arena or something along those lines. But the Dollar Loan Center in Henderson will be housing this team. I think it's great for Henderson. Henderson is booming. They're growing. Anything that's more out there is better for that city. But it's better for everybody. It's going to be easy to get to. It's right near Green Valley Parkway. The Silver Knights are going to be playing there. As a business decision, I think it's great. The Golden Knights, Bill Foley now owns an arena, which in the NHL is very hard to do because NHL arenas are shared by multiple properties. He has his own arena, and so when he puts the Silver Knights in there, his team he owns, or he puts this arena football team in there, a team that he owns, revenue-wise, they get the money from the merchandise, the concessions, the tickets, everything. Everything goes in their pocket. When they book other events that are going to be there, because they're going to steal events from the Orleans Arena and Thomas & Mack. They're going to steal a lot of the kid events, in my opinion, like the Paw Patrols. They might take Disney on Ice. They might, things of that nature. That all goes into their pocket, and that's going to be great for Bill Foley's management team. I think Dollar Loan Center has some money in this arena team as well. But it's great. It's just more things to do for people. Minor league sports is fantastic. Minor league sports competition is the movies, is the bowling alley. So the more that's there, it's a more affordable option for families to go do something. And I believe that live arena football is amazing to go do. So I'm super excited about that. And the last 2 topics we're going to hit up are about Raider football. So one that got announced this week is that Wynn is building a nightclub in the end zone of Allegiant Stadium. Again, it's Vegas. I mean, we have Hyde nightclub at T-Mobile Arena. I love it. It's a way for Raiders to generate more money, obviously, in the grand scheme of things. All the suites are sold out. Well, how do we get another suite? We put one on the field. We charge more money for it. We act like it's a nightclub. It's really that simple. We were at Wranglers, the Orleans Arena. We had an icebox suite all the way to ice level. Same thing, same concept. They're going to get huge parties. They're going to get corporate people. They're going to get bachelor parties. And I'm assuming And I don't know this, but I'm assuming that nightclub might be available for other events they do as well. Besides Raider games, we'll see. But it's just a no-brainer. It makes a lot of sense. And as long as it doesn't take away from the actual other fans that are in the arena, in the stadium, that's a no-brainer. And fifth and finally, the NFL schedule is coming out today, but this morning it was announced that the Raiders are opening up on Monday Night Football at home against Baltimore. And what's really cool is that this isn't the normal doubleheader where they've been doing the last couple of years. We have an East Coast game and the West Coast game. The West Coast game would start at 8:15 p.m. Pacific time, which is 11 on the East. This is a 5:15 p.m. Pacific start, and so you're getting out of work or get out of work early, go down to the stadium, or find out where you're supposed to park. I think the Raiders need to do a better job of getting people to understand where they're going to park for these games. That's a huge issue they got to figure out. But figure out where to park. Tailgate, have a blast. Maybe you don't go to the game, you just kind of around the atmosphere. Maybe you're around maybe you go to the game, and God bless you, you can afford that. But yeah, 5:15 p.m. start on Monday Night Football, September 13th. It's going to be the only game on TV against Baltimore. That place will be packed. It's really, really hard to look at last year as the inaugural season, even though it was, and they had the patches and all that stuff. They need fans in the building to really feel the atmosphere and feel what it's like to go to a football game, an NFL game in Las Vegas. It's going to be great. I'm super excited about that. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Again, I hope this makes this video every single week about different sports topics that are going on in Las Vegas, because I believe sports is a great thing for this town. It brings people together. It drives economically, just new things to do for families, new things to do for tourists. It's a great thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, continue to follow me at 702 Sales across all social medias. Again, if you need to buy or sell a house, I'm your guy here in Las Vegas, and I'll see you soon.